Hello everyone again. It's Wednesday, and let's just send all those greetings. I'm going to call it a happy Wednesday. This is Justina Lyons. I'm from North Carolina, and I'm going to be your host for today. Today is August the 14th. Golly, where are the days going? It's halfway through the month already. Our call number for today is 1050. That is 1050. Wow, how many calls have we had? You know, you stop and think about companies out there. They have one call a week or some calls here and there. But Shop Free Mart, we are up to 1,050. That number does not even include all the calls. Now, how great is that? We're going to have another fantastic call today, so if you haven't contacted a friend or an acquaintance, text them now and have them jump on the call. Give them the number, 515-604-3104. I'd like to just mention a few things before I introduce our speaker. We have these calls Monday through Friday and Saturday, with the Saturday call primarily focused on the 21-day Breakthrough Challenge. The Saturday calls will go through the end of August, and then starting in September, they will stop. Also, the event of Kingdom Business Health and Wealth Training that initially was scheduled for August the 17th in Jacksonville, Florida, is being rescheduled for late September or October. Everyone will be notified as details are worked out, and customer service will send out an email. Also, would just like to tell everybody there is a 24/7 presentation that you can go to by going to www.freebreakthroughpresentation.com, and there's all sorts of information there, training, testimonials, schedules on the Breakthrough Challenge. We have a lot of exciting things going on, everyone, so take the time to go to your back office and look up the information and details. And if you do not have a back office, you need to get one, and it doesn't cost you anything. If you're on this call for the first time, grab something to write with and something to write on, because I believe that once our presenter starts, you will want to jot down and take some notes. The Free Mart products have not been evaluated by the FDA, and we make no claims that our products treat, cure, or prevent disease. It may be a good idea to have a doctor monitor your results whenever beginning any health regime, especially if you're on medications for blood pressure or blood sugar, as you may need to reduce these medications as your body returns to homeostasis. The Shop Free Mart shares up to 90% of its profits back with its members. Any profit shares that you receive will be based on your personal efforts of sharing the Shop Free Mart membership opportunity with others. Again, today's call number is 1050. I would like to just tell you a little bit about our presenter today, John Austin, the founder of Shop Free Mart. John is a certified nutritionist, a health researcher, and an author of several books on health and nutrition. He is a man of vision. And besides that, he has been an effective business leader, and he has launched Shop Free Mart with a whole new philosophy in business that is available to everyone. It includes a membership club that is free to join with a profit-sharing plan that sets us apart from all other companies. Why, we question? Because Shop Free Mart shares 100% of its profits with its members who refer new business to Shop Free Mart. We get rewarded when we share the love. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce John Austin.
Well, thank you, Justina, and it's a great pleasure for me to be here today and share this time with so many people that I admire and respect. And I certainly thank you for being here and hosting the call every Wednesday. You know, years ago, I remember seeing a hitchhiker at the entrance to a freeway, and he was holding up a sign that said, "Going anywhere." "Would you tell me, please, which way I ought to go from here?" asked Alice in Wonderland. "That depends a good deal on where you want to go," replied the cat. Well, when I was quite young, I remember looking through my father's bookshelf and finding a very thin book entitled As a Man Thinketh by James Allen. I don't remember having read a real book outside of grade school primers before that time, but something about the book said, "Read me," so I did. Years later, I began frequenting the local library with a schoolmate, and while he was teaching or checking out cowboy novels, I was checking out The Magic of Thinking Big and other books that began to shape my way of thinking. One day, many years later, I had the privilege of meeting a gentleman, and the man who introduced me said that he was worth $300 million. Well, I had about a half an hour one-on-one with him, and I didn't want to waste any time. I began picking his brain about how he had earned so much money, and his immediate answer was that he had read the book Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Well, I asked him if he knew Jack Zufelt, and he told me that he did. Jack Zufelt is a high-paid motivator, and at the beginning of each of his seminars, he asks everyone to stand who has read the book Think and Grow Rich. Probably 20% of the people attending stand up, and then he tells those who are standing to remain standing if they got rich after reading this book, and virtually everyone sits down. Well, Jack has thus concluded and tells his audience that this book is worthless. I then asked my newfound friend how he could claim that reading Think and Grow Rich had made it possible for him to earn $300 million when Jack Zufelt says the book is worthless. Without blinking an eye, he said, "The people who sat down only read the book one time. I read it 21 times. You have to keep putting positive information into your brain over and over again if you want it to have any lasting benefit." The term definite chief aim comes from the success philosophy of Napoleon Hill, especially his landmark books, The Law of Success, written in 1928, and Think and Grow Rich in 1937. I had read Think and Grow Rich prior to meeting this individual, but I was like the people who had sat down when asked if reading the book had made them rich. I had only read the book one time. At that very moment, I made a commitment to read Think and Grow Rich 21 times, which I did. I have read many other books, and I believe that there are a number of books that do a much better job at explaining the principles of success. But perhaps more important than which book or books that we read, we should all be putting positive information into our brains daily. Many people have acquired wealth by reading the Bible, and truly, God is the author of all success principles. Thoughts and words are things, and powerful things at that, when they are mixed with definiteness of purpose, persistence, and a burning desire for their translation into riches or other material objects. And a strongly held definite purpose or goal transforms your mind into a powerful magnet, which attracts the people and circumstances necessary for you to accomplish your desire. It's the first step in turning invisible desires into visible reality. Without a clear direction, it's all too easy to drift through life, like a ship without a rudder. The magic of a definite goal helps you organize, direct, and harness the infinite power of your mind. Once you have clarity about what you want and why you want it, you're ready to follow these 5 steps to attain your well-defined goal. Number 1, write a clear description of your definite desire. Back when Arnold Schwarzenegger was nobody from nowhere, he stated his definite goal. "I'm going to be the #1 box office star in all of Hollywood." Explaining how he intended to accomplish this feat, he said, "What you do is create a vision of who you want to be, and then you live in that picture as if it were already true." Years later, in 1991, receipts from Terminator 2 confirmed Schwarzenegger to be the most popular box office draw in the world, thus successfully accomplishing his well-defined desire. Number 2, include a clear statement of what you intend to give in return for receiving what you desire. I'm sure you would agree there's no such thing as something for nothing. To get what you want, it's important to decide what you will give in return. In 1985, a broke and depressed Jim Carrey drove his old beat-up Toyota to Hollywood Hills. There, sitting overlooking Los Angeles, he daydreamed of success. To make himself feel better, Carrey wrote himself a check for $10 million for acting services rendered. He post-dated it 10 years later for Thanksgiving 1995 and kept it in his wallet. Almost exactly 10 years later, in the fall of 1995, he was given a $10 million contract for his role in Dumb and Dumber. Number 3, believe that you can and will attain your goal. What you attain is limited only by your capacity to believe you can have it. To believe you can have what you want, keep thinking thoughts of having what you want. Magnetize your mind with positive affirmations, visualize, imagine, and feel yourself already in possession of your desire. Number 4, take inspired action. Tune in to guidance and inspiration from within. When you listen to your inner voice and follow the guidance you receive, you are truly co-creating with Source. You don't have to do it all alone. Your intuition will lead you step by step in the direction of your definite chief aim. Number 5, persevere. To accomplish your definite goal, you must stay the course. Reaching your goal is based upon a burning desire for its achievement. You will be able to persevere through doubts and difficulties. Remember that the dominating thoughts of your mind will transform themselves into physical reality. Thomas Edison had a definite goal to create the electric light bulb. He persevered through 10,000 failed attempts before successfully realizing his dream. Some of you remember the movie South Pacific. If you don't have a dream, how are you going to have a dream come true? Visualize and thoroughly saturate your mind with your definite chief aim. Concentrate on the end result. As you see and feel and believe yourself already in possession of it, your definite chief aim is a blueprint that will lead you step by step toward its attainment. It's a bridge between your dream and your reality. Remember to keep your vibration high while following the above steps, and you'll joyfully engage the magic of a definite goal. Well, my goal is to build the biggest referral-based company in the world. And one way we're doing that right now is we're offering our members a chance to get mini joint ventures. And this is $100 for a mini joint venture. And basically, what a $100 mini joint venture will do is share in 0.1% of the company profits. So if you had 10 of those, you would basically be sharing in 1% of the company profits. The way you get those right now, you have to call into customer service, and they will help you. If you want one of those or more than one, I'd certainly start grabbing those up. They are going to become invaluable one day, and you certainly will wish you had some if you missed the opportunity to do that. With that, I believe Dr. BreakThrough is on the line. Are you there,
Yes,
Dr.
sir.
BreakThrough?
Yes,
All
sir.
right, I'm going to give you some time if you wouldn't mind.
Well, first of all, thank you very much. Powerful training. And as a martial artist, as you are, I have used that in my fights. I tell people I've never, matter of fact, I never attempt to break bricks till I've already broken them. And most of my matches, they ended the very way I saw it after our term of meditation is actually visualization, like you said, but with feeling the passion. And so anyway, that's so good. Thank you very much. And members, I trust that you'll take what our CEO has taught us and practice that. That's the great thing about the martial arts. They didn't just tell us what to do. They showed us what to do, then we had to do it. Matter of fact, we had to do it even after we thought we knew it, and then we had to teach it to others, and then they tested us over it before they would teach us so much more. And so very, very powerful and very practical. So thank you. And also, I would highly put a second amen on that. Get your joint mini shares as soon as possible. I'm telling you, we've got folks on our team that bought some when it was first announced, and then when they get more, they get paid and they cash out and they buy some more. I'm telling you, my friend, because Warren Buffett said it best. He said, "You'll work until you die unless you learn to make money in your sleep." And imagine, my friend, as we endeavor by the grace of God to build a team to 5 million or more members in 5 years or less. Now, my other goal is to have 1 million or more people that go through the 21-day breakthrough challenge or the 10-day challenge in 5 years or less. So part of that 5 million, at least 1 million of those will go through that and get at least one or more breakthroughs. And so that's just going to be exciting, incredible. Folks here at Shop Free Mart, I was thinking about this morning, John. You might want to write this down, folks. It's bigger than you know, better than you think. Every member can receive a breakthrough, so may I give you my link. Come on now. So it's bigger than you know. I wish everybody would watch that vision, the video that John put out, and just incredible what he talks about there. But again, my friend, what we have here, there's nobody anywhere that does anything close to this. So, my friend, you're at the right place at the right time. And so, again, it's bigger than you know. It's better than you think. Every member can receive a breakthrough, so may we share with you our link, okay? So let's get the message out, and let's help reach the world. So, alrighty, so real quick, me and Mr. Austin, we talked earlier about me just sharing some practical things of how I share and speak with people and work with people. See, in the martial arts arena, a sensei in Japanese is a word for teacher. So a teacher is one who is good. A master, however, that's usually 4th or 5th degree level, is someone who's real good and can teach you how to be good. A grandmaster, most styles is 8th, 9th, or 10th. My style, Isshin-ryu Karate, and then I started my own style, Crescendo, but it's 9th and 10th degree to be grandmaster. And so a teacher is someone who's good. A master is someone who's really good and can teach you how to be good, but a grandmaster is someone who's really, really good and can teach you how to be really good. And so we want to give you some things, practical things, of how you can do that. So I'm going to start off and give you some simple methods, step by step, and a little bit of the philosophy of the mindset. And my friend, it can help you. Most of you know my story. We now have a little over 2,089 people in our organization. I personally sponsored 184 of those, and many of those have the Breakthrough Freedom Pack, by the way. Also, we have over, 33 ambassadors now in our organization, and 8 of them are global. And so I want to share with you, these are some of the things that allow me, literally, that 21-day breakthrough challenge, the mindset. See, without a breakthrough mentality, nothing in heaven and earth can help you. With a breakthrough mentality, nothing on earth can stop you. And so, my friend, 20 days I've made Crown, and then 23 days after that we made Crown 2. 24 days after that we made Crown 3, and I told my wife I would take a break because I was going day and night. A couple of times at 1 o'clock in the morning, she's like, "Baby, you coming to bed?" I was like, "Not yet, not yet." Almost, I'm getting close. Of course, if I was Mr. Austin, he's up all night sometimes, but that's a whole other story. But he's going to start getting more rest because we're going to empower him to do so and help take some of that load off. So, alrighty, so I'm going to call on Mr. Austin, if you don't mind. Can I just use you, if you don't mind?
Certainly, go ahead.
Okay, so we're going to role model. Here's exactly step-by-step what I do, okay? So oftentimes I'll call people. Now, my beautiful wife, Nadia, helped me to learn this, and that is, first of all, ask people's permission. So whether I meet him in person or we meet over the phone, and I'll say, okay, Mr. John Austin, I know you're the CEO of a powerful, powerful company, Shop Free Mart, but if it's okay with you, I'd like to ask you a question.
Sure, go ahead.
So would you like to experience one or more breakthroughs in 21 days or less, or would you like to just stay the way you are?
Well, obviously, I would like the breakthroughs.
Okay, now he's saying obviously, but folks, you got to understand this. You got to get this. First of all, notice this. I ask his permission. Can I ask a question? He gives me permission. Now I'm asking him a question that, by the way, has been designed by me literally scientifically to get straight to the point. But literally, it's almost like a no-brainer. But I'm bringing him. I'm engaging him. I'm bringing him along. So we're going to take a journey. By the way, write this down. Selling is not something you do to someone. It's something you discover with someone. Ooh, that's good right there. I said selling is not something you do to someone. It's something you discover. So I'm going to help Mr. Alston now discover the 21-day breakthrough challenge and what it has. So, and I'm going to discover about him because I don't know what to talk to him about if I don't know what he's interested in. And that's part of our problem is people get excited because, man, we got the best thing since sliced bread, and we do. But the problem is it doesn't mean anything to anybody other than us. So you got to find out what they're interested in and then show how what we have will be as a bridge to help them get to where they want to go. See, as a marketer, you probably heard, by the way, your favorite radio station is WIIFM, What's in it for me. But as a marketer, Dr. Breakthrough says your favorite radio station has to be WIIFT, What's in it for them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with Mr. Alston here, take him through a process for me to discover what's in it for him to discover, and then we're going to create a partnership, okay? So again, I'll ask him that question. So again, and folks, you want to write this down. Again, Mr. Alston, would you be interested in having one or more breakthroughs in 21 days or less, or would you like to stay the way you are? And again, his answer was no. Obviously, I'd like to get one or more breakthroughs. So now notice that question, by the way, it's saying in 21 days or less. So, Mr. Alston, so 21 days or less, so it sounds like to me you'd like to get one or more breakthroughs. Would you say sooner or later?
Sooner.
Okay, and Mr. Alston, how soon would soon be to you?
Immediately is.
All right. Now, folks, now, again, now he's laughing, but if you want to know how I personally signed up 184 people, I'm giving you step by step. This is what I do. This is how I signed up 989 people in the last business that I was the international training director for, and that group turned into 1.5 million. Why? Because I taught them to do exactly what I did. Now they got the freedom to do what they want, but if you like my results, then use some of the things that I do. I mean, it's a free country. You do whatever you want, right? But I'm just saying these are some things that I do and some things that have worked for me and it's helped me. By the way, I want you to understand this. You start with the question. By the way, my wife does this so brilliantly, John, Mr. Alston. Sometimes she'll say, baby, can I ask you a question without you getting upset? Oh, my goodness. She got me. I'm like, well, okay, well, yeah, well, I wasn't planning on getting upset now. At least I didn't think so. But anyway, so I learned that from her. When you ask permission like that, it's like you're stuck, right? So again, notice what I did. I asked her that question. Then I said, now, would you like to do that? Now, it's already in the question, but I'm recapping, right? Because I already said one or more breakthroughs in 21 days or less. He said, sure. But I'm saying that, so you'd like to get those 20 breakthrough in 21 days or less. Would you like to do that sooner or later? So that's like the second question. And he said sooner. Now watch this. The third question. This is imperative. You got to keep this. So how soon is soon to you? See, I know how soon it is for me. I think you ought to do it yesterday. But so he said immediately. Now, by the way, I've had people say to me last week, I had people say, now I had two people, Mr. Alston, they said next Friday is when I get paid. In other words, they figured out where I was going. Right? But anyway, so well, Mr. Alston, here's what happens. We have a specially designed message, very simple, short message, to give the exact information on this breakthrough challenge. Do you mind if I just log that in real quick? If I just dial that in and you can get a chance to hear that, we can listen to it together. Do you mind?
No, I don't mind at all.
Okay, now at the end of this, just so you can be thinking, I'm going to ask you, what do you like best? So at the end, I'm going to ask you, what do you like best about what you just heard? So right now, I'm kind of giving you a heads up. So hold on one second, please. Everything underneath the sun. As Dr. Breakthrough, I declare
this is your season for breakthrough. I say it's time to break through. It's breakthrough time. Because, see, you were genetically encoded to experience breakthroughs. It's part of your very DNA. As a matter of fact, your first breakthrough was when you beat over 40 million sperm cells to the womb and broke through the walls. You beat them all. You came in first place. So you are championship material. Your second breakthrough was your actual birth, when you broke through the walls and came out of your mother's womb. You may not have been aware of it until now, but you, my friend, you are a breakthrough master. So the challenge has been issued. Do what you were designed to do, and that is break through every barrier that tries to hinder your success. This is your birthright. This is your destiny. And my 21-day breakthrough challenge will give you the step-by-step formula that you've been looking for. So now is the time to break free from procrastination, from doubt, from fear, from others' negative opinion. Now is the time to break free and to succeed. See, you are unstoppable. You can only be deceived into thinking you can be stopped. And so, my friend, it's time for you to join over 10,000 people or more this month who will join the Breakthrough Challenge. As a matter of fact, someone said, if you want to quadruple your success, you have to triple what you circulate in personal development. It was my good friend Les Brown that said, information costs, but it pays for itself 10 times over. As Dr. Breakthrough, I say what you put in your head that affects your heart determines what comes to your hand. If you want more coming to your hand, you got to put more in your head that affects your heart. It was Jim Rohn, the foremost business philosopher, that said, a personal development, he said, is so powerful because he said a formal education can help you make a living, but personal development can help you make a fortune. So Dr. Breakthrough says, why just make a living when you can make a fortune so you can be blessed to be a blessing to others? So wouldn't you like to experience a breakthrough in your financial life, a breakthrough in your spiritual life, a breakthrough maybe in relationships? What about a technological breakthrough? There's over 18 different areas you can experience a breakthrough. Join the many, like one man who had a breakthrough and received $20,000 before he even finished the Breakthrough Challenge. Or what about one lady that said on lesson number 4, she said, Dr. Breakthrough, if you never taught anything else, that one lesson alone will be worth the price of the whole course. You see, my friend, it's your time. You now, my friend, are being positioned to prosper. So will you take the challenge? See, it only takes one person, one decision, or one action to change your life forever. You are that person. You must decide, and you must take action. So get back to whoever invited you and said, yes, I'm ready to take this Breakthrough Challenge. As a matter of fact, we will actually compensate you for helping us to get others to take the challenge. And so, my friend, it's the start that stops most people. Don't let the start stop you. Get back to whoever invited you and take your 21-day Breakthrough Challenge so that you can position yourself to prosper. Because as I say, it's breakthrough time. No, let me say it the better way. It's your breakthrough time.
All righty, so Mr. Austin, what would you say you like best about what you just heard?
That's a bit difficult. I liked it all. In fact,
all right, but if you had
like
to narrow it down, though, just think about it. If you had to narrow it down, what would you like best?
Well, probably that it applies to me personally.
Awesome. Well, you know, that's what most people, they all usually say that as well, Mr. Austin. So, as a matter of fact, that's why we want to get you started right now so you, Mr. Austin, can get the breakthrough that you said that you'd like to get because it's personal, it's for you, and I believe that's the reason why we're connected today. So, Mr. Austin, if I'm willing to dedicate part of my life to your success, would you allow me to empower you or would you fight against me?
Say that again?
If I'm willing to dedicate part of my life to your breakthrough success, would you allow me to empower you or would you fight against me?
I would allow you to empower me.
Okay, so right now, Mr. Austin, The way it's set up, we actually have a free account we set up, and then you just purchase the 21-day Breakthrough Challenge. So I'm actually in my back office now, and I'm just going to use your first and last name as your username, if that's okay with you.
Of course.
Now, folks, let me stop here. See, here's one of the things you have to understand. There's a big difference between dictatorship and leadership, but some of you don't understand it. And so a dictatorship is when you're just telling people. No, leadership, here's what leadership does. Leadership understands that most people don't know how to make decisions. So leaders gather enough information so that the leader then leads and guides the person to make the decision that they would make if they were good at making decisions. Man, that's so good. I wish y'all got, if y'all understood how much that was worth what I just taught you, let me say it again. Most people aren't good at making decisions. See, Napoleon Hill said, successful people make up their minds quickly and change slowly if ever, but unsuccessful people take a long time to make up their mind and change quickly. Right? So, so people can hardly make up their mind. Matter of fact, I'm a little excessive in this, but I go to a restaurant, look, I know what I want before I even walk in, right? And my wife, now bless her heart, she's a different personality, right? But sometimes she'll say, well, what do you have that's really good? I don't care. I don't want you telling me I know what I like. I'm going to get what I want. I come here for me. Now, again, that's a little extreme, but I'm just saying, though, many years ago when I learned that about Napoleon Hill, what he said, I started practicing on making snap, quick decisions, which, by the way, I started finding out your first mind, they say, is usually right. And so I would make up decisions quickly and then stay with them, and then it got easier and easier and easier. Now, sometimes it got to the place where it was like a little too far where I'm trying to make decisions for other people as well. But anyway, I'm trying to pull back the reins on that. But here's what I'm saying, though. So in leadership, though, you have to gather the information to help them to make the decision. Now, here's what I want you to understand. I asked them a question. I guided him. By the way, if you notice how many times I use his name or his title, because that's magical to people. So you want to at least 10 times or more use. And by the way, sometimes they have a name that I can't quite get. And so I would do something like this. I'll say, now, if you don't mind, I just want to make sure, again, I'm really personalizing everything. Give me the proper spelling of your first and last name. I just want to make sure I have that right. So I asked that question. Now, he starts off, okay, John, this is J-O-H. Okay, so, and by the way, I would interrupt a little bit. Oh, okay, so John, so it's the regular John, J-O-H, and not the J-O-N. Oh, okay. You see what I'm doing? I'm repeating his name over and over again. Why? Because I want to get it in my head, so by the time we're halfway through this conversation, I'll never forget his name. Now, I have people that I meet years later, and I'll call out their name. They're like, oh, my goodness, I'm so impressed. How do you remember my name? Well, because I've used it so many times, it's an indelible print in my mind. And I'm telling you, it's magical when people hear their name. It's magical when you can engage them in your presentation. And by the way, when I travel and speak across the country, and as you know, I've spoken in all 50 states, 28 countries, one of the main things that they say is that your presentation is the most engaging presentation we've ever had. I mean, you don't like talk at people. The whole audience is in there. And so guess what? So I have people that can tell me 30 years later what I said, what I taught on, and so forth. So folks, use that in the presentation then. So when you're talking to folks, make sure you get their name. If you say, I'm not good with names, if you hear it so many times, you will be, and if you use it. So again, let's back up. So you're going to gather the information so that you can guide them to make the decision that they would make if they were good at making decisions. Now, let me just tell you this. If they're a strong leader, which I have many of those, they'll stop you sometimes and say, oh, no, doc, don't just give me the website. I'll go and sign up. Okay, that's fine. So there's no harm, right? No foul. But guess what? I don't know. I can't even tell you how many people that they would tell me, give me your link. I'm going to sign up. Okay. And then I'll check with them by the next day because I look at my back office and they haven't signed up. See, the fortune's in the follow-up, by the way. You foul out when you don't follow up. And so here's what happens. And so I noticed that people are busy today. They intended to. They mean to. They just hardly ever get around to it. So guess what? I take the initiative. So I do it for him. I say, look, Mr. Austin, I'm in my back office right now. And by the way, I didn't ask him what he wanted for a username. Now, if they're a strong enough person, when I say, I'm just going to use your first and last name, if that's okay with you, they'll say, well, no, use this instead. Okay, that's fine. And by the way, Mr. Austin, for your password, I'm just going to use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's just a system that I use. By the way, I can't tell you how many people forget the passwords. They'll call me, what was that password? And I always tell them, look, when you go in there, you can change it to whatever you want. Okay, that's just a simple one I set up for you. And And so, again, in your back office, by the way, if you click on the Home tab or About Us tab, just that to the top, it'll say Register a New Member, okay? And now it's asking for the first name, so I'm putting that down, John, and last name, Alton. And Mr. Alton, the best email address for you, and then I'll listen as he gives it, and I'll type it out, and I'll say, okay, let me just repeat what I have, and then he'll confirm. And then the phone number, I have that, and I'll put it in and say, I'm going to make sure I got that right. And then they just need an address. Now, by the way, one of the ways they pay you, now listen carefully, one of the ways you can get paid is through check. So what address would you like the check to be sent to you? Are y'all hearing what I'm saying? You see, it's so simple. It's so simple, but people miss it. And the Bible says wisdom in the heart of a man is like a wellspring of water, but a man of understanding will draw it out. And there used to be a day when people used to ask high achievers questions. People don't ask it. Like, I'm shocked that I haven't had but a handful of people even ask me, well, how do you do all the stuff you do? I'm shocked. Like if I knew somebody did half of what, I'd be like, dude, how you do it? Okay, how you did? How you did? How you did? That's how you learn. So now I'm training, I'm teaching, and we're going step by step so you can get this. Now, I know I talk fast, so it's being recorded, so you better get the recording and go back. But I'm from the East Coast. We talk fast. I apologize. But also it helps your brain to work faster, by the way, is what I realized. Okay, so we're going through that, and then I'll say, okay, now, Mr. Austin, not all that. Now, we can do a couple things. Now, you can, I'm set up right now. I could just take your credit card right over the phone right now, and I can put that in my phone, and then I can send commissions. The company allows me to take commissions from my back office. I could send it directly to your back office, log in and purchase this for you, or walk you through the logging in, accepting it, and then you purchase it. Or you just go in your own back office, and then you could just put your credit card information, which, by the way, they never keep any of your credit card information on file. And there's no such thing as an auto ship. And if you want to order again, you have to use your credit card. However, you only make up to about 20% if you don't order every 30 days. But if you order every 30 days, they'll pay you up to 100%. I don't know about you. I like 100%. Mr. Austin, do you like 100% versus 20%? Which one would you choose?
100% works for me.
Okay. Folks, do you see how I'm setting them up to start getting orders? You see what I'm saying? So you ask the question. And again, they'll stop and say, oh, well, wait a minute. No, they can do that. But if they don't, I'm just going to continue on, right? So now, here we go. So, Mr. Austin, we're just about done. So you can, like I said, you can pay me directly, and I can do this. By the way, you can pay me through a Cash App. You can pay me through PayPal. If you're here in the States, I bank with Wells Fargo and some other banks, but I can give you information. You can deposit there. Which way would work best for you? What do you think works best for you? Now I let them answer. Now, you'd be shocked. I know some of you are like, who's going to give you their credit card information right on the phone? You'd be shocked at how many people say, well, I'll just go and give you my credit card information right now, okay? And again, some of you may not want to do that. That's fine. But, for my Dr. BreakThrough LLC, and plus I've got some, you can get free processor through Square. We can just punch it right in the numbers. It's easiest, by the way, with Cash App, and they can just Cash App that to you. And by the way, if you don't have Cash App, you can get that, invite the person, send them an invite, and Cash App will give them $5 and you $5 for them, and now they'll be able to send you the money. But anyway, I let him, he'll tell me which way he wants to do it. Now, watch this. So, I'm just about to done. Now, Mr. Austin, though, can I ask you another question, though, I think, because there's a little more information I may need to give you, because I know you want the information to make the best possible decision for you and your family. So could I ask you another question, sir?
Certainly, go ahead.
Okay, if you had a choice, would you like to make a little bit of money slow or a lot of money fast? If you had a choice.
A lot of money fast.
Okay, so I'm glad you said that, because, see, everybody's not like us. Everybody won't just go out and say that. But you and I, now notice what I'm doing. See, I'm partnering with him now. You and I'm drawing it from him to us. Now, you and I are alike, because that's exactly my answer. Most of the people on my team, that's their answer. So here's what the company did. The company did something special for people like us. Now, I don't know about you. I like when people give me some special stuff. So the company said this. We got the 21-day breakthrough challenge, but we've got a freedom package. It's called a 21-day breakthrough freedom package. So here's what they're going to do, Mr. Austin. And by the way, when I speak live, a lot of places, not every place, but a lot of times I hold up a $20 bill and I'll say the first one that runs and gives me a 10, I'm going to give you the 20 in exchange. And Mr. Alston, can you imagine people start running like crazy to hand me a $10 bill to get that 20, right? And so I give the person the 20 in exchange for the 10, and then I'll ask the rest of the audience, I'll say, how many of you, if I said for everybody in the room, I'll give you a 20 if you just give me a 10. I mean, I know some of you don't even carry cash, but you'll run out to the ATM machine and get it and get back here. How many of you would say, if you give me a 20, we're not talking about counterfeit, we're talking about real money. You give me a 20, I'm giving you a 10. How many people, Mr. Austin, in the room do you think raised their hand and said, I would let you do that? 20%, 40%, 50%, 100%? What do you think?
Well, I would hope 100%.
Exactly. And then I asked them this question. How often would you allow me to give you a 20 in exchange for a 10? You know what they say? As many times as you want to do it. Why? Because it's a good deal. And then I say, okay, now I got this 10. The first person who runs and gives me a 5, I'll give you the 10. And they're like, and they start running, and somebody hands me the 5, I give them the 10. Now I ask the question again. How many of you, if I said for everybody else, I'll do the same thing, how many of you would gladly give me a $5 bill in exchange for a 10? And everybody says I would. Why? It's a good deal. When it's a good deal, you ought to run to get it. Okay? Then I'll take a $1 bill and I say, now, the $5 bill, I hold it up. I say, the first person give me $1, I'll give you the 5, right? And we do the same thing. And of course, the whole crowd says, yeah, if you do it for everybody else, I'll do it too, right? Then lastly, I hold up the dollar and say, the first person to give me a penny, just a penny, or a nickel, I don't care, but a penny, nickel, dime, quarter, whatever you got, run quick. And they run, and so somebody gets, and then I'll say, okay, the rest of you, if I just said just for one penny, I give you $1. How many of you take that? Everybody says I would. Why? That's 100 times. So folks, the company in essence says this: if you give us only $199 one time. Now, Mr. Alston, how many times do I say $199? How many times?
One time.
One time. The company says we're going to give you $25,275 worth of real value. Now, you're going to get the 21-day breakthrough challenge, plus you're going to get 3 premium products, and our CEO says that some of our products are being sold at other companies. To get the same amount, it would be thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. So literally, this is thousands of dollars of value just on the products alone. Then they're going to give you $25,000 worth of real bonuses, like 1 day, 2 day, 4 day, 5 day hotel stays, 7 day cruises, resorts. Matter of fact, there's some electronics. You just pay the shipping, they'll send it to you free. So $25,275 worth. So the company says, if you just give us $199 one time, we'll give you $25,275 worth of products. Now, Mr. Austin, I don't know about you, but that was like a Godfather offer that was too good to refuse, and it wasn't any threatening thing. It was like, this is just too good, right? So that's what I definitely recommend that everybody gets. And besides that, Mr. Austin, if you're like me, if you've got some friends that you think would like great deals like that, because again, if I asked my room full of people, how many of you, if I found a company that would give you $25,275 worth of stuff for only $199, everybody in the room ought to say yes. If you ran for a $20 bill, what you going to do for $25,000? So, Mr. Austin, so which would you decide? Just the Breakthrough Challenge, or would you like the Breakthrough Freedom Pack, where you're going to get $25,275 for only $199 one time? Which works best for you, sir?
Well, let's do the $199.
All right. And by the way, when you help 3 people to get one, you're going to make $75 every time, which means 3 people, you made your money back, plus you're already $26 in profit. You got literally thousands of dollars of value worth of products for your body. And the Breakthrough Challenge, which we actually had one guy that made $20,000, got a $20,000 check unexpectedly while he was taking the 21-day Breakthrough Challenge, and he said it was because of what he learned in the challenge. By the way, folks, if you're listening, I just got to say this. I make no income claims, and my results are results of those illustrations I give. They're just illustrations, because it would be illegal or unethical for me to promise or guarantee that you will make any money. I'm simply sharing this information with you for training and illustration purposes only. However, I can tell you I've made multiple 6 figures with this, but I don't know what your work ethic is like. I got a pretty strong one, but I don't know what yours is like, so we just want to clarify that. Okay, so in conclusion then, we're going to get the Breakthrough Freedom Pack. You're going to get $25,275 worth of value for only $199 one time. And so, Mr. Austin, if you don't mind, by the way, just to help you, let me give you that number that I dialed you into that helps you to make your decision, because what I need you to do is just call people on the line and let them listen to that, and you'll find some people that'll be ready to go ahead and take action. And if not, you can also get them on the phone with me. But is it okay? Can I give you that number real quick, please?
Please.
Okay, you can call that 24/7. It's 646. If you want to write that down, then I'm going to ask you to repeat when I'm done. 646-653-1831. 646-653-1831. By the way, I pay for that service every month, but I make it available free for the people that are in our company, just to bless people. So what's that number I gave you again, sir? I want to make sure we got it right.
646-653-1831.
All righty. And again, it might do you good just to dial in and listen to that again yourself. And again, even better when you can dial in other folks. But you can even post it on social media because you're going to have your own link that I'm going to send you here in just a minute. So, folks, I hope you got it. My time is way over, but I just want to give you a couple quick things just so you understand. People don't do, notice I asked him to repeat it back to me. I'm going to tell you why. Because if you say get something to write with, a lot of times people say, you ready? They're like, yeah. They're not even writing anything. So sometimes people do what you expect, but usually they do what you inspect. However, you got to learn how to inspect without becoming suspect. That's good. Let me say it again. I said, people don't always do what you expect. If you've got children, you know what I'm talking about. They don't always do what you expect. Clean up your room, but they usually do what you inspect. Now, John, I'm being there in another hour to check your room to see how clean it is. Guess what? John gonna have that room clean. Okay. Now, watch this. Now, when I expect him to have it clean, sometimes it doesn't always happen. But when I inspect it, especially when I let him know, then it happens. So people don't always do what you expect. They do what you inspect. However, you've got to learn to inspect without becoming suspect. So I'll give people a sign of the different things to do, and guess what? I'm checking them out. I'm deciding whether I'm going to work with them a lot or a little. I'm deciding whether they get a lot of my time or a little of my time. I'm deciding based on how well they do these things. So see, you have to be the CEO of your own company. You have to understand you're hiring people, and so you're putting people through this process. So again, notice what I did. I found out what he was interested in. It's like when you go fishing. I'm from the city, but the guys that fish real well tell me certain fish like certain bait. So guess what? He doesn't care if I'm only 20 people away from making Crown 4. Oh, Mr. John Austin, if you'll sign up, it'll help me get to Crown 4. And he don't care about that. What he cares about is what he said. He cares about him getting the breakthrough. So guess what? You got to find out what the hooks are. So that's why I asked him, what do you like best? Now he gave me two things. So guess what? He gave me two different hooks that I stuck in him, and I'm going to use those hooks to get him what he said he wanted. Now, watch this. What he said he wanted. Now, y'all got to stop being so excited and trying to get people what you want them to have. They don't care. I don't mean y'all. They don't care. They care about what they care about. So I got to find out what they care about and show them how what we have and use it as a bridge to help them to get what they care about. And now guess what? Now we're working together and we're in a partnership. So again, I ask his permission and then I gather information. Once I gather the information, if you notice, then I start to take his charge. I understand some of your personality is a little different. You may need to work on it. You can modify it. That's fine. I just want you to get more results because, again, this Shop Free Mart has to get to the world, my friend. There are people that have been praying. I believe people have been fasting and praying for an answer, for a solution. And guess what? We have it. So let's get as effective as we can get at getting that answer to them. And so, again, thank you, Mr. Austin. You did an incredible job. And I just wish you wasn't the CEO so I could have signed you up for real.
Oh, thank you, Dr. Breakthrough. That's
right,
an awesome presentation.
All right.
Awesome,
So anybody that hasn't taken the 21-Day Breakthrough Challenge, I want to challenge you to do it. I believe that as important as the products we have for your body, the Breakthrough Challenge is a nourishment for your mind. And I can just tell you, we've got the folks that are breaking records all have one thing in common. They've all taken the 21-Day Breakthrough Challenge, or they've taken the 10-Day Advanced Challenge, or they have the Batman and Robin, Green Hornet Cato book combination of Your Breakthrough is Guaranteed and How to Build a Big Team Fast that teaches, again, a lot of what I just covered you'll find in the book itself. And so, Mr. Austin, you probably want to open up for questions and whatever else, but thank you again for allowing me this time.
Absolutely. Thank you, Dr. Breakthrough. Okay, Justina, do you want to
I will. Thank you so much, John, for
Q&A.
Yes, I'm here. I'm going to open up for Q&A. I just would like to comment. That was a great exercise that Dr. BreakThrough shared with us in role-playing today with John. So go listen to the recording. There's a lot we all can learn from it. We will now open up for Q&A. If you'd like to ask a question or share a testimony, hit *6. Now, we cannot take any medical questions on this call, so please don't ask how to treat symptoms. And we are opening up now for Q&A. The Q
Hey,
is...
folks, we are going to keep this kind of short. Let me just mention, if you want to be successful, find something that works, and then just copy what works. Basically, if you do the same thing that somebody else does and you do it over and over again till you become proficient at it, pretty much you're going to have the same results. That's the way it works. So Dr. BreakThrough is proving his system every single day. He's bringing in new people. So it obviously works. I think you saw, you listened, you heard how this would really be effective. But it takes practice. But anything you practice at, whether it's piano or golf or martial arts or sharing shop free mart, the more you do it, the better you become. So let's go ahead and take our first caller.
Okay, our first caller is 8307.
Yeah, this is Tom in Louisiana.
Good morning, Tom.
Morning, John. That was a great call, and just like I became proficient with internet and social media marketing, and I can do the same thing with person to person by listening to Dr. BreakThrough.
Absolutely, you can, Tom.
Yeah, and I was about to say this. And I've been saving money with the Enviro 360 products, and the shop and the company itself has improved my mood a lot because of the people in it. And I'm going to tell you something, John. I don't know what that Bible verse says, but if you and I manifest the same thing, it will happen. Like you and I, you said on the leadership call, we're going to have everything. I feel the same way. You know what that says? It's going to happen.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for sharing, Tom.
You're welcome. I'm not being negative about what we have now. I'm just saying.
I know. You've been positive from the very beginning, Tom. You're a good example for all of us.
Yeah, and also with that, and as a result of what you said, both have found a position I got in those new mini founders will be very valuable.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Tom. Okay, our next call is 4745.
Hey, this is Bob Becker from Wisconsin.
Hello, Bob.
Hey, how you guys doing? Thank you very much for your 5 points today, and appreciate them a lot. And so it was really, really great. And then, Dr. Stan, thank you for the practical side. I like when you say the word that your name is magical. You know, when some people say, "Oh, I'm bad with names." No. Don't say that ever. Okay, I'm always getting better remembering people's names. You know, and being positive about that. You know, so just want to say in the month of July, I love the 21-day challenge, and I love the 10-day breakthrough challenge, 10-day advanced training. And on that 10 advanced train, it was sealed that for the next year, the door opened up that I can save like $400 to $500 on my rent. So that's about a $5,000 savings. And I'm literally in my office right now at this farmhouse and experiencing this. And I praise God for that. So I do thank God for the motivation and the training that they have. And so I just wanted to let you know about that.
Well, wait a minute. Well, you only spent $59 on that, so you owe another. No, just joking.
Sure.
By the way, Mr. Austin, John, Bob and I, we were at Bible college many years ago. We preached it at our lunch break at UPS, Then when I was a professor, his wife was one of my students there. So anyway, but he's a great guy. And Bob, this is the kind of like the way they taught us about witnessing to people for Christ and giving people a step-by-step roadmap that you can use. And so if we do this with our teams, then people can duplicate these things. Okay, back to you, Mr. Austin.
Amen. Thank you, Bob.
Thank you, Bob. Our next call is 5010.
Roberta?
Yes,
Hello?
Roberta.
Yes, I joined up June 7th, and I've lost 16 pounds so far. And also, I'm on the 21-day challenge. I'm on day 13. And yesterday I signed up my pastor, and he signed up for the challenge. So he's on his second day. And the best part is, my $20 commission in my back office right away. This thing is awesome. And I'd like to share something with you. Psalms 37:4, delight yourself also in the Lord, and he shall give you the desires of your heart. Commit thy way unto the Lord, and trust also in him, and he shall bring it to pass. That's Psalms 37:4 and 37:5. And I just want to thank everybody. And God bless you. Have a nice day.
Thank you, Roberta.
Thank you so much, Roberta, for sharing that. Okay. Looks like our queue now is empty, John. I just would like to recap a couple quick things. We normally have these calls Monday through Friday and Saturday. However, starting with the month of September, the Saturday call will be dropped. So through August, we will continue to have the Saturday calls. Also, the event that we had scheduled in Jacksonville, Florida for August 17th is being rescheduled for late September or October, and everyone will be notified as details are worked out. And we have one more caller in, John. 5968. 5968, you may have your phone on mute. Okay. Also,
we got one more.
Okay. 1967. 1967.
Hello, this is Liddy.
Yes, Liddy.
Hello, Liddy.
Hello. I just wanted to actually just share a thought, because I like to have everything in order and to make it possible for people. And so I'm appreciating all this dialogue today and the simplicity of seamlessness. So I know that part of the seamlessness was that we had a jump to so-called link on our shopfreemart.com website. And currently the jump to button actually just shares the free Mart card. And subsequently, I am wanting to make that whole conversation so that it's possible for everybody to shop and get the freedom package that we just talked about this morning. So going to the shopfreedompackage.com, shopfreedompackage.com / in your username is a way to be able to go and get that, so that it doesn't occur as if it's not there. It is there. You just have to go through shopfreedompackage.com / your username. So that was one thing, because I believe, because of the fact that on the shopfreemart.com website, the new updated calculators share the message about how much money there is to make, as we shared this morning on this call. So going to the calculator, I know that every single person that really understands business wants to see the money. So I'm appreciating the update on having all three calculators in place, and understanding that you can take and help somebody with the same 3 people, the same 6 people, the same 9 people, and having what is called 3 revenue centers, and coming from multiple streams, even from understanding those 3 calculators. So if it is that it's a one-time buy in the Freedom Package, I know that if everybody actually makes that so-called one-time purchase, that is annual income, but one time per month makes that a monthly income. And if you do it multiple times a month, then that means multiply. So I like to multiply. Addition mentality is not how I think, so I'm just processing through being here to share some gratitude about the fact that when we understand that the profits and possibility and profitability and possibility is all there. Thank you, John, for all of your love and gratitude to give us this blessing. And thank you, Dr.
Thank you, Betty.
For who you are. Amen.
Okay, our next call is 5968. 5968.
Hi, I have a somewhat testimony. I've been using the card because I've had some pains in my neck and jaw area. And it came through Mary Mallory and her husband, Bernard Mallory. And I find that the card is very, very effective for me. And my name is Veronica Collins from Baltimore, Maryland.
It's Veronica. Your name again?
Veronica.
Veronica, okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay, the Diamond Lady.
Hi, good afternoon. Hi, Paulette from Barbados. This question is for Dr. BreakThrough. I am guilty. I had bought the BreakThrough package even before the Ambassadors Retreat. And I haven't done a thing to it. I don't know why I was scared for the BreakThrough. But after hearing the call today, I'm going to step out of my comfort zone and take on the challenge. Now, do I just continue with the BreakThrough package, or do I have to repurchase it?
Yeah, if you have the breakthrough package, then it should be in your back office. If you click on dashboard and you can scroll down tabs on the left, it'll say 21-day challenge. 21-day breakthrough challenge. If you click on that, and then in the middle you'll see the videos, or sometimes it'll say click here to watch all videos. And so you have access to those videos from here for the rest of perpetuity. And so what some people do, you want to watch the video a day, every day. Now, what a lot of people are doing, they're taking it for the third, the fourth, the fifth time. So in other words, they already paid for it, so they just come back, say, starting September 1st, then they'll just start with day one, and they'll do the day. And so that's why we also did the advanced, so that when the 21 days is over, now you can do the 10-day advanced. And so I would recommend, again, if you want to learn how to be super successful, here's what I recommend. Take the 21-day challenge and then the 10-day advance, and then every day, every month now, you got a video to watch, start your day off with, okay? So either start your day or end your day, because that's when it has the biggest influence on you. So the 21 days, you started day one with the 21. By the time you get to day 21, now day 22, you're starting your first day of the advance. And then by the time you're done with that, it's the end of the month. Now, next month, you start all over again. And then if you want to increase your effectiveness even more, you get an accountability partner or an accountability group, which you get 3 people to be in your group. They all pay. You made your money back, plus you're in profit already. Wow. Come on.
Okay. Right on. I'm going to go for it. Thank you.
All righty.
Thank you. Go for it. Okay, 7747. 7747?
I'm
you may
off
have your
mute
phone.
now.
Okay.
I'm off mute now. Thank you very much for allowing me to contribute. Based on what was shared this today, I would like to ask Dr. BreakThrough if our CEO, John Austin, responded as far as testimonial, and if so, would it be appropriate to have us hear that? Because I think it will really endorse the fact that this is something that is coming from John's heart.
Well, yeah, Ms. Dawson, if it's okay with you, I've got it. I can just hit the button. It'll play your little testimonial thing that you did. If that's okay with you, sir? All right.
Sure.
Everybody.
And I thank you so much.
And I just wanted to give a shout out to anyone considering Dr. Stan Harris's 21-day breakthrough training. Well, let me just tell you, the cost is only $49.95. That is half the normal price. And the only way you're going to lose is if you don't take the training yourself and if you don't get some other folks to take it with you. And I've been under the weather for the past couple of weeks, and the reason for that is I've pushed myself faster and harder than I should have. You can put high-octane fuel into a race car, but you still have to give it the required pit stops and maintenance. In fact, I don't even feel like being at work right now, so if anybody needs a breakthrough, I do. Like anybody else, I had plenty of excuses why I shouldn't or couldn't take the breakthrough training, but those are the same reasons why I needed to take it. You know, I heard Dr. Breakthrough say, sometimes you need a breakdown in order to have a breakthrough. So when I came into the office yesterday, I purchased the 21-day breakthrough package. Notice I said I purchased it because I believe in sowing good seed to bless others so that I can expect my own harvest to be multiplied, pressed down, and running over. What you have to realize, folks, is that the people you emulate, the people who have the things that you want, are the ones who are reading books, paying for coaching and training, and continually feeding their minds. We all have the aptitude to do better, to rise to higher heights, and to achieve bigger goals. Attitude is what determines your altitude. When I was about 10 years old, I found a small book in my father's bookshelf entitled As a Man Thinketh, written by James Allen. You know, I felt compelled to pick it up, and I read it from cover to cover. That book changed the course of my life, and the reason it did was because it changed my attitude. As I got a little older and began frequenting the community library with a couple of my friends, I was reading books on the power of positive thinking and on sales training, while they were reading books like Doc Savage and Louis L'Amour. Later on in life, I started creating my own library of good books, audios, videos, and I went to seminars and paid for coaching. I took one 5-day training that cost me $14,000, plus I had to pay travel expenses to get there. But here's the kicker, folks. The very next month, I earned $18,000. Well, every woodcutter knows the value of sharpening his axe. Every chef and every butcher knows the value of sharpening their knives. And every entrepreneur should know the value of sharpening their minds and their skills through prayer, through meditation, and through personal coaching. For only $49.95, you're getting a steal of a deal, folks. And if you invite a few of your friends to come along with you, your own breakthrough can be free. Now, the fastest way to scale your business, and what do I mean by scale? Well, scale means that if you are at $100 a month, you want to get to $1,000 a month. If you're at $1,000, you want to get to $10,000. And if you're at $10,000, you want to get to $100,000 a month. Well, the fastest way to scale your business is to find a mentor that has done what you want to do. So go ahead, take the challenge, and it will improve your attitude, which will increase your altitude, and I have no doubt that you will experience one or more breakthroughs in the next 21 days.
Awesome.
Okay. We have one more
Thank
caller.
you, Dr. Breakthrough.
3336.
Hi, my name's Donna Sweet. I'm from Florida, and I've been on several of your calls. They're all awesome. My question to you is, how can we let you know when it's hard to hear you? I listened through the whole call, and Dr. Breakthrough was very hard to hear.
I'm going to have to buy you a new phone, Dr. Breakthrough.
my phone needs a breakthrough. I apologize. Yeah. By the way, I actually had it on. I had it on. What's it called? Speakerphone. So maybe next time I'll make sure I take it off. Although I do have our Shot-Free Mart ER thing on there to block it from electromagnetic frequencies. But I'll make sure I do that next time. Let me see, Ralph, I do it right now. So now it's on my ear. Do you notice the difference now?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Big difference.
Okay.
Yeah.
So from now on, I'm gonna take a chance on giving up some of my health. No, hey, my phone is protected with Shot-Free Mart, by the way.
Better.
In order to breakthrough challenge,
even while we were talking. So somebody took immediate massive action. That's what champions do. Congratulations.
Awesome.
Okay, that's great. Okay, and one more caller. Never say no.
A blessed day to everyone. My name is Anderson Edgel here in Barbados. I
Hello,
must raise
Anderson.
my hand. Hello, John. How are you? Let me raise my hand because I am guilty of not taking the Breakthrough Challenge, because I've done the Breakthrough Challenge with many leaders already in my years of entrepreneurship or network marketing, going back as far as about 40, 50 years ago. I think I need to refresh my memory, because I will make an oath today to sign up for that breakthrough so I can refresh my memory and don't take for granted that all that I've learned is still with me, because I haven't done it for over 20 years. Thank you.
Congratulations,
and I'm looking for the best. I'm looking for the best.
Okay, thank you. 7035. 70. Okay.
Yes, this is Jackie from Virginia. The lady that said she had lost 16 pounds, she didn't tell us what product she was using, how she did that.
I know
You're right.
she did it with hydration drops. Yeah, Roberta is her name. Now hers, it was just the hydration drops that she lost the weight.
Oh, excellent.
So everybody's body is different, and everybody has different results and so forth, right? But she had made up her mind she was going to lose the weight. And by the way, I keep telling y'all, and Mr. Austin can amen me on this, your mind is just as powerful as the products that we have, and your mind can hinder some of the work of the product, and your mind can actually accelerate and turbocharge what the products do.
That's right.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Breakthrough, for the answer. 7747?
Yes, I had to come back on because I'm sure many of those hearing us and want to be re-energized with Shop Free Mart may not be aware that Shop Free Mart customer service has an addition in the staff, in that of Justin, I think it is. And I want to say to those who have gotten him there training-wise, he's an excellent replica of those who have been there before, who he replaced. And I enjoyed talking with him, and he said to me this morning he's learning and he doesn't want to let Shop Free Mart down. And I was able to give him a few of the, the tips and motivations that would keep him from being discouraged, and he was appreciative of it. So I don't know if Justin is his name, but the first male customer service person at Shop Free Mart, we want to say publicly here today, we welcome you. And thank you, Shop Free Mart, for bringing the best to the table.
Thank you, Sammy.
Thank you, Sammy. Okay, just to recap, today's call number is 1050. And as I said earlier, go to your back office because we have so much going on. Such exciting things are happening. The noon calls, the Dr. Breakthrough calls. And don't forget the Leaders to Legends call on Sundays at 8 p.m. I just would like to remind everyone to join us Friday with Dr. Wheaton and Dick Matuition. And with that, I ask John to give us a call to action.
Okay, thank you, Justina. I appreciate you hosting our call today. And I just want to say thank you, everybody, for calling in and sharing this time with us. What a great time it was. I certainly appreciate Dr. Breakthrough for his words of wisdom. He always lifts us up and motivates us and actually gives us real information that we can use to build our Shop Free Mart business. Folks, I encourage you to come back, listen to this call, take some notes, put this information to use. It will explode your business. And do take the Breakthrough Challenge. That's definitely going to springboard your success even that much faster. With that, I'll just encourage you, if you're new, to get back to the person who invited you. Become a free member of Shop Free Mart. Kick the tires. do some reading on our website, get familiar with the products, and then try some of our products, because becoming a product of the product is only going to cause you to want to share with other people. Your results are going to speak louder than your words. So you definitely want to do that. With that, I'll wish you a wonderful Free Mart afternoon, and God bless all of you.